You will be watching a portion from an episode of the television series entitled Car 54, Where Are You? This television series was shot in black and white and shown in black and white, and it was on television in the years 1961, 1962. Let's join the scene at the 53rd Precinct in the Bronx.
Precinct, yes, they're on vacation. Be back in a couple of days.
But Mr. Eisenberg, they were only doing their duty.
Coming, Captain!
Anderson! Rodriguez! Hellman!
Captain, what happened?
The law of gravity.
The law of gravity?
What you keep piling up has to come down. When are you going to start throwing out some of these old records? You keep piling one thing on top of another. What are you trying to do? Get to the moon before the Russians?
No, sir.
For how many years do I have to eat?
Get to the moon before the Russians? The year's 1961. And of course, there's a space race on. Space hoaxing. But there's more.
Before this place gets cleaned up. Captain, you never know when you have to look something up.
You mean something like this? The following men will report for duty tomorrow, 2 p.m., when President Woodrow Wilson dedicates the Bronx Zoo. I suppose you have to refer to this quite often.
Well, that is a little old.
Okay, I hope you know who that was that just spoke. Al Lewis, the actor Al Lewis, who will later play Grandpa on the television series called The Munsters. He's Officer Schnauzer.
Oh, well, here's a red-hot bulletin. It's a letter from the Chief of Police of Chicago. To the officers and men of the 53rd Precinct, I wish to thank you for your sympathetic letter in regard to the recent fire we had here. And these came from the top of the stack. I'm afraid to look. This bunch here are probably part of the Dead Sea Scrolls. Quiet! Inspector Corey is due to inspect this place any day now. Look at it. It's a mess. Now let's start right here. Kissel, get this cleared away.
Captain, I'm a week behind on my daily reports.
All right. Rodriguez.
If I don't get right back to Mrs. Foley, you know her. There'll be a letter to the commissioner.
I know Anderson.
Oops, there goes the switchboard.
I didn't hear anything. Feldman.
I'm on the desk.
You're on the desk. Well, that leaves you, Schnauzer.
Captain, I'd love to help you. But look.
Did him hurt his widow.
Okay, now get ready for the next type of hoaxing. He's got a little tiny cut on his finger. And listen carefully to what he says.
It's only a scratch, but it could be blood poison like that, the way it's dirty around here.
They're only files.
Only files? What if I should pick up and touch an old report from 1927? That was the year of the flu epidemic. I catch everything.
What? What? Now I checked around, 1927's not really a year that they identify with this form of hoaxing. So there may be something a little screwy about this particular reference by Officer Schnauzer, played by Al Lewis, who later becomes Grandpa in The Munsters. But let's listen to it again. We're going to go backwards.
But it could be blood poison like that, the way it's dirty around here.
They're only files.
Only files? What if I should pick up and touch an old report from 1927? That was the year of the flu epidemic. I catch everything.
It's always something with you. If it isn't a finger, it's a sprained toe. If it isn't a sprained toe, it's a hangnail. If it isn't a hangnail, it's chapped lips.
Isn't it a shame? A man who once had the strength of a lion.
Now, so what did Hike if you took it?
Captain, in the middle of chalking in the duty roster, Captain, I've only got 2 hands. What am I saying? 9 fingers. Captain, I need something.
What do I have to do to get this place cleaned up?
So you have a hypochondriac who's insisting that if he touches a piece of paper about what occurred in the year 1927, he will, quote, catch something. Do you catch it? Do you catch it? It's all nonsense. Whatever he said happened in that year. It's nonsense. The fact that you can catch something by touching it is nonsense. And so I thought this might be a little helpful in today's world. From the year 1961, Car 54, where are you? Listener, watcher, where are you? Don't be taken in by the hoax lie system that is based on fear. Fear. It's fear-based with no actual reality, but just fear and fear alone. Go to the one who can cast out all fear with his perfect love. As it says in the Holy Word, perfect love casteth out all fear. I'd like to thank you for watching. End of video.